Hey everyone, this is video number 2 here of fixing random broken things that Doug mailed me. First video, if you didn't watch it, we replaced the batteries in a Pokédex and got that working, which had no problems. Daisy, you're interrupting the video. Hi, can I help you? We're gonna fix a Game Boy Color. Look, it's a Game Boy Color. Okay, so Daisy, please. Hi, baby. You're interrupting. I love you to death. So with this one, I've already tested this. The Game Boy itself works, but when we go to turn it on, the start and select button doesn't work. So I don't know what that's all about. I'm guessing the contacts are just really bad on this. So yeah, as you can see, the start button doesn't work. So we're gonna have to look into what's going on there on this one. All right, we've got our batteries removed from this gorgeous berry Game Boy Color here. I don't know if you can see that. The terminals aren't terrible looking, but they could probably use to get a little bit of white vinegar on there. I've already taken a Game Boy Color apart on this channel before, so we're just gonna quickly speed through this and take this thing apart here. That was really just stuck in there for some reason. All right. Does look pretty gross on the actual contacts, so we're going to have to clean that up. Ooh, we got a lot of corrosion down here. So we're going to have to clean all this up too. Okay. While we have this apart, I'm gonna take all the buttons out, give them a good cleaning. The outside of the shell is just it's honestly in great condition, so I'm not really gonna do much to this, just kind of wipe that down. But we're gonna clean, oops. We're gonna clean the buttons and the pads, and then we're gonna give this a clean in here. All right, while that's in the ultrasonic cleaner, we're gonna take some isopropyl alcohol. We're gonna clean up these pads here with a cotton swab. Oh wow, we got some corrosion right on here too. It appears something just leaked all over the board. Now this might be flux, I'm not really sure if that's flux that's on there or if it's something that spilled onto the board, but we definitely have corrosion down here and here. So use a toothbrush now to get in here and clean up all this. Yeah, you can definitely see that corrosion on the back of these terminals here. Some batteries must have leaked. All right, we're gonna use some white vinegar to try to clean that up, and we'll also use some on these here. Honestly, just the toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol looks like it's really cleaned that up pretty well. So. All right, all that there's left to do now is I'm just gonna wait for the buttons to come back from the ultrasonic cleaner I've got them running through. We're gonna put this back together, see if our start and select button work again. So, fingers crossed. All right, so we are back. I have just Ran everything through the ultrasonic cleaner here, and we have clean buttons, which is what we want because they were disgusting. We've cleaned the board here. The case is looking pretty clean. The buttons are now looking clean. I do still want to just clean up the rest of that corrosion here on the back of this. And we have a little bit on the edges, so I'm going to use a little bit of white vinegar for that. So I'm just going to use my white vinegar, a little bit on a toothbrush here. And this is just going to dissolve all of our corrosion that we have on our terminals. While we're here, might as well clean everything up and just get everything looking as nice as we can possibly get it looking. Alright, so that's looking a lot better now. We cleaned up the contacts on the board here, which was looking really filthy, but I want to do a little bit extra here, even though we ran this through the ultrasonic cleaner and cleaned everything off. Another thing you can do is take a piece of paper, I'm just going to use an envelope, and then you just wipe the actual part that makes contact with the board on the paper, and that will clean off the contacts. So now when we go to use this, it should make better contact. And since the primary issue was the fact that it wasn't making contact, might as well just go through and do that for everything here. This is just one of those little extra steps. Might not need it, but hey, while you're there, while you already have it apart, just spend the extra few seconds to just go ahead and take care of everything. It's better to do it now than to have to take everything back apart again. So let's put this back together now. Game Boy Color put back together, looking beautiful. That lovely berry color. Now let's see if everything works after all that. Moment of truth, let's hit the start button. Hey, look at that. Start button is working. I don't know if it's supposed to do anything else. Yep. All right. Start button works just great. Now, one other thing I wanted to see, this was not part of the original quest here. This is more of a side quest. I want to see if the headphone jack worked, because that was full of corrosion. We did a lot of cleaning on that. So I'm going to plug in my lovely little Dell speaker that I have here. Yeah, it appears our headphone jack works too. That's a jam right there. I don't even want to play the game, I just want to listen to this song. This song is pretty rad. Ah, look at that. Alright, anyways, that's the end of that. Game Boy works great now that we've taken it apart, cleaned everything. Headphone jack is working, even though that wasn't really the main quest. It was kind of like a side mission we had there. Start select button works, cleaned up the insides. Beautiful. We got many, many, many more years of life now out of this wonderful, wonderful berry Game Boy Color. Cool. All right, that's the end of that video. We have more in store, so stay tuned. We still have our filthy Game Boy Pocket right here, and we still have these two Game Boy Yellows. So stay tuned for more of this. But anyways, let me know, what did you think of the video? Was it entertaining? Give it a thumbs up. Tell me if it wasn't entertaining. I'd like comments below, right down there. You know, just type words up. I don't know. Tell me about your favorite Game Boy Color edition. Was it Barry? Because honestly, this is the first time I've seen one of these in person, and I really dig this color. Mine was the Atomic Purple. This was the first Game Boy I actually ever had, was this one. I didn't get this until much later in life. And I actually got this broken, and this is the first Game Boy I ever fixed as well. I got it for free. Anyway, get out of here. You're not part of this video. But yeah, anyways, like, thumbs up, comment, hit the little bell, you know. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Goodbye. Please come back for more.